As I walked up to the stage, I imagined that at the end of my 5-minute discourse, the school headmaster would stand up, begin the slow clap of inspired approval, and shake his head in wondrous admiration as the rest of the school joined in an enthusiastic applause. Except 73 seconds later, only 2 of my classmates applauded in perfect disharmony. I'm still best friends with them today. A lot has changed since that day at school, and especially so in the last 19 months. Looking back at them, I must say that I've had a remarkable ride. So today I thought I'd share with you some of the main lessons I've learned in this incredible journey. But first, let me take a selfie. First of all, I learned that humility is perhaps the most inspiring virtue you can have. Each one of us has that one special skill, trait that makes us the absolute or the relative best at something most others can't even imagine doing. But the real trick is not in flaunting it, rather in being humble about it. You see, at IESE I met fellow students who could do some amazing things. One biked over 750 kilometers across the desert in 6 days. Another wrote the $9 billion check that saved Morgan Stanley from bankruptcy. And the third appeared in a James Bond movie. That's true. There were others who could work tirelessly for days on end to successfully organize Europe's leading student-run conferences and sports events, who could selflessly keep everyone up to date about the festivals and happenings in the city, and who could party till 6 a.m. in the morning and still show up for class at 8:15, 5 days in a row. While these people were different in the awesomeness of their abilities, they were similar in one thing, their humility. As I learned about the incredible feats of achievement from other people, or saw for myself how unassumingly they performed those feats, my eyebrows arched in surprise and my chest swelled with pride, because these were people I knew personally. These were people who I sat in with class every single day, and they were my friends. In fact, in those moments, they became a little more than just friends. They became my heroes. Their humility made them humans on the inside, but superheroes on the outside. I considered myself lucky and special to be around them, and I aspired to be a little more like them. Secondly, I learned that hard work really does pay off. I can't even begin to describe or relive the sheer number of things each one of us had to do in the last 2 years. Reading cases, networking, writing emails, making phone calls, reading more cases, partying, dancing, exercising, reading a few more cases, running to the bus stop while reading cases, eating international delicacies at the multi-culti, while reading cases, etc., etc. The obvious question that arises today is, well, was it all worth it? A MasterCard advertisement for the IESE Business School might provide the best answer. Number of cases read in 19 months? 800. Number of hours spent on campus? 3,500. Number of times the words leverage, synergies, and it depends were used? 50,000. Graduating with 278 lifelong friends and hearing Daniel and Kartikeya speak at the graduation ceremony? Priceless. And thirdly, I learned that teamwork is the secret behind each individual achievement. At all times in our lives, we have team members who work hard without any expectation of reward or return of favor, so that we can succeed. There are times when we are aware of those team members, such as our teammates from the official first-year team, who broadened the boundaries of our knowledge, enhanced the paths of our communication, and became the pillars of support when we made that presentation standing all alone in the center of the class. Their contributions were obvious. They solved the problems we faced, they made us laugh, and they taught us that at least in that small meeting room, the world was indeed flat. Professor Gimamwat might not agree with the last point. But there are other times that we weren't aware of our team members, or at least we didn't acknowledge them as such. Our professors, who dumbed down the basic building blocks of business so that each and every one of us got a firm grasp of them. Our associates from the MBA office who painstakingly administered the MBA program so that we could easily schedule our courses and focus on our studies. Our counsels from the Career Services Department who helped turn our dream jobs into real sources of livelihood. Our friends from the cafeteria and security who made sure you were never left hungry and always felt safe and secure. And last but definitely not the least, our parents and our loved ones who stood by us and made us believe that everything was going to be alright. All those people cheered unconditionally for us at all times so that we could get what we wanted. They too were irreplaceable members of our team, and I can't thank them enough for the subtle but precious contribution to the recognition that was bestowed upon us today. After today, when I step out and face the real world, I will be quite sure of one thing, that no matter where my destiny takes me, where I work, in which city I live, these 3 lessons of humility, hard work, and teamwork that IESE has imparted will continue to shape and define the person I am. These virtues not only ground us to become better leaders, but also make IESE the best business school in the world. Thank you.